It's Priscilla at the 1870 Studio, and I'm going to be doing glass fusing. Now this, that's before the kiln. This is after the kiln. So this is fused glass, but this piece, I put it together. I had an idea to make a big bowl. It's not working, so I'm gonna move my camera so you can see this better. Let me move you up here. I'm gonna take you down here. Sorry. Sorry. I don't want to shake you. I get vertigo. And I have this thing here. I'm gonna take it, move it way up high. So you can see. Hello. That's better. Okay. And this is great for my posture. I'm gonna have to sit up nice and tall to read comments. Oh. Don't you love when things go as planned eventually? That's it. You don't need to see back here. And scoot it forward just a little bit. Okay. That's what I want you to see. You can see that. You can see this. So this is a guy that I put together last night. I'm going to set him on the kiln shelf to go in the kiln. And we're creating Halloween pieces. Now, some things that, I got to pull this down a little bit closer, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, some things that I'm going to be using. This is Vitrograph straws that we made here in a Vitrograph kiln ourselves. And we got a whole bunch of them here. This is glass that we heat up to temperature in a pot and pull it. I have Vitrograph pulls on here. You can look and see how we make those. So that's step one. Step one of doing this. And some things that you want to do when you're working with fused glass is wear safety glasses. I don't wear glasses normally, but I do when I'm doing fused glass. So I'm going to put these on. You just want to protect your eyes because things can fly. Let me look and see what else. Okay, so this first piece that I'm going to do, this is a piece of glass. It's a gorgeous piece of glass that I put a bat on it and a cat on it. A bat and a cat. And now I'm going to put some other things on here. I'm going to, I need a block here. Let me use this block here. It's just a little block of glass in it to set this piece up on. So I can go ahead and lift it back up. And these are pumpkin pieces that I cut out last night. The other thing that you should do is wear gloves. I've been handling and working with this glass for over 20 years, and I know how to pick it up, but it's sharp. Each edge, the edge of this is sharper than surgical steel. So you want to be mindful of that. So I'm going to pop that right down here, this piece. So this is made with the black part on here is this paint, which we ground the glass into a powder like this, and then we mix it with aloe vera, and that's how we create the paint. But on here, this has been sitting for a little bit. So I'm just going to take a soft brush here and just brush off the dust. Look. That's funny because we don't get dust out in the church, but there is dust on here. I guess they get dust back in the studio. But when I'm working with things quickly, I never see it. And it's truthfully probably just bits of powdered glass. So that's good. So on here now, I'm going to take some little eyes on this cat. So I'm going to take, and the glue burns off in the kiln. This glue burns off in the kiln. But I'm going to put dot, dot. And I'm going to look for little yellow bits. Where are my tweezers? I just have my tweezer. Here they are. And these are little glass dots that I had made. Oh, that color is pretty for Kitty's eyes. I like that. Do I have another dot like that? That dot's a lot bigger. I gotta make up dots. Maybe I gotta do yellow. The other thing I'm going to put on the little kitty cat is whiskers. Now, this is little pieces of glass that I've made in the kiln that I'm just going to break. Put a little dab of glue on. The glue is just to hold this in place. And I'm just going to put 2 whiskers on each side, I think. 2 kitty whiskers. Put them down a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. And my little bat, I'm not going to put eyes on my little bat. Oh. Okay, so now I had a whole thing made up of moons, but I'm out of my moons. I like to put a full moon on. Don't have any. But I have some random things like this, right? And hear me out. That's not going to go on here. I have some random things that I've made up. I want to make a witch on here. So my witches start out like this. Then I put the faces in the kiln. And they turn into like their shapes. So I'm going to take a witch. We're going to make a witch on here. And put her right about there. And we need a dress for the witch. And the dress can be any color, any color. I'm gonna try to find a cool color here. It'll look good here. I'm gonna look at my stuff I already have fused. Let's see if I see anything. Oops. I'm looking for something solid. That might make a good arm. No. That's kind of cool. That's like a Christmas tree dress. But that's not going to work. I'm not going to use that one. These are all different pieces that I've already done. Let's look up here. These aren't solid enough. Never mind. Never mind on that. Let's put, let's just cut a piece. we will just cut a piece. And I do have all sorts of colors over here. I'm going to use a blue, I think. Ooh. Oh, this color is nice, actually. That color is nice, but it might, yeah, this will work. Let's make her dress out of this. This is like a, kind of like a honey glaze. You look for the smooth side. I'm gonna scoop this up just a little bit here. Whenever you're working, whenever I'm working anyway, I always try to keep my area tidy so I don't have stuff, you know, laying in the way. The other thing that we're gonna need to put on here, we're gonna need wire on here. And this I have been in a funk from making things. This feels so incredible to be making things. These are going to be our little hangers that we can put a piece of string through. They will never come off. This is a high fire wire that won't come off. And somewhere, I have itty bitty frogs. Here. We're going to put a frog on here. These little frogs are so cute. We're going to put a little frog down here. One little frog. And this is kiln paper that I put glass on. Maybe we put a couple little frogs. Maybe we put a frog by the cat. Let's put a frog up on his head too. That'll be cute. But this kiln paper, we gotta cover that with clear glass or it will fuse away. It will just burn away. So I'm gonna take these and put these in place. These are my wires. So I'm just gonna bend these. And we have to put something on the top of those too. So it won't just melt down into the glass. I'm gonna put a bit of glue, and then I'll dab my little frog in here. Put one little frog down here. Dab it in that glue. I'll put that little frog up there like he's hopping up off of the cat's ear. Okay, then the wires. And you gotta let them stick up so you can put monofilament fishing line through them. And then I'm gonna use these little, I had made these up to be little tombstones. But I'm gonna use them to be my little wire covers. Because they're opaque, I think they'll look good. And I'm going to put another little blob of glue right here. The glue burns off in the kiln, but it holds it so I can get it to the kiln. That's what that's all about. And I'm going to give her a birch-handled broom. Let's see, do we want her riding the broom or holding the broom? Let's have her actually, let's have her do this. Let's have her, force of habit, I close this. I close that too much. We'll make a pot. We will have her stirring a pot. And I might have, oh. I know what we have. This is like concentration with all my little cubbies that I have. This thing. this thing I'm going to use to make like a little eye of newt feel. Maybe make a pot, but like she's stirring the pot, and then I'll put black around here. I'm going to do that. That's going to look cute. And yeah, I'm going to put some glue here to build little bubble stuff up on the top. Get my little tweezers. This is a process. This is not a fast process. These are going to be little bubbles. Put a couple little red ones in there. Let's put that little color. This is going to be our little bubbling cauldron. That's good. I'm going to take some of this, because these are little hunky chunks. I'm going to put these in between the bubbles. Okay. Maybe she's making a soup. Now we're going to go with the cauldron. So the cauldron, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to take glue. I'm going to make cauldron shape, cauldron leg, cauldron leg. There are 3 legs. You don't really see the back one. And now I have these chunks of black. I'm going to put some of these in to make our cauldron. It'll give it a lot of different texture feel. And it'll hide this triangle. Get back there. But then I'm going to go over top of this with powder. That will look so incredible. Oops, falling. That was falling. This will look like a cauldron, trust me. So now on top of here, this is gonna, it takes about 14 hours in the kiln, and I'm gonna do a tack fuse on this, which gives it more texture. So this is fine black powder that I'm gonna take, and I have a little bitty bitty spoon here. This isn't my itty bitty one, here's my itty bitty one. I'm going to pour this black on here. So we'll have a cool, cool, cool black cauldron. And see, I'm pulling it up around the edge, so it really looks like a cauldron. It's an illusion. And my powder is going all over the place. That's fine. We're going to use our little paintbrush to put it back in place. This piece is going to be super cool. Super cool. Where is my little paintbrush? Where did I put it? Random. It's missing. Where's that little paintbrush? Not in my hair. Oh, I stuck it back where it goes. So now I'm going to use this to brush over and make our edges to the cauldron really smooth. Put that black powder up in there. Get our little legs back. See the little leg? I could put fire under here too, and some sticks if I wanted to, but let's just say this is a magic cauldron. That's not needed. I'm going to pull some of that down there. I want a nice clean edge. I'll put a little bit more of that white shell and get that rounded shape. See how we got the rounded shape on top now? Where the little white fused glass piece that I put in is. I'm going to let all of this that will all harden and dry before I put it in the kiln. So that should be a really nice little cauldron. So these guys down here, before I forget them, I gotta put a piece of clear glass on them. And I'm just gonna use this. And I'm just gonna cut off 2 little pieces. Make sure they fit. And I purposely did them like different shapes so they're not just a square, right? I don't just want a square, but it has to completely cover our froggy. If any part of that paper stays sticking out, it will get burnt off in the kiln, because the kiln goes up to I think I take this one to 1470, I think is my schedule. Another little dot of glue. The glue will burn away. The froggy will be there. Now I'm going to do something else with this one. This is a Uniball. It's called Sino brand, and it's Uniball metallic. And this will make little bubble shapes. You can write with this. This will stay on. So I'm just going to make some little squiggly bubbles coming up here. And maybe I'll make a couple little of these little things. That. No more than that. That's going to be so cool. That's going to be super cool. Okay, that we need the witch's dress. And I'm kind of swavering on this color for her dress. I like it, but I also don't like it. Let me look at my dichroic and see if I have any cool dichroic. No, I don't have big enough pieces. I gotta get more. My dichroic glass, it's so expensive, and I can't make that myself. Here I have some, there's a little bit of the black powder dust on here. I'm just going to take and put it up on here. And tidy up my edge again. Tidy that edge up. Okay, let's cut this to be her dress. I'm going to cut her dress like a simple triangle. And the thing you want to remember when you're doing this is a glass cutter. A glass cutter can't cut you. It's a little wheel. You put it at a 45-degree angle, and they should call it a glass scorer because it's scoring this. So I'm gonna make her dress like this shape. Did you hear chain sounds? When it change sounds, it's ready to break. And I have a whole lot of glass particles here. I like to cut on, this is my Morton cutting board. I like to cut on here. And I think that dress is going to be too long. Yeah, that dress is too long. So I'm going to grab another little, this. So these are a bunch of pieces that I have made in my vitrograph kiln that I'm just going to transfer these over to this box because I'm going to be using these up. I really want to look at that. That's like a little potion bottle. How cool is that? I have had this for ages and I don't want to do anything with it. I love it so much. Dump that in here. Dump that out in the garbage. Now I'm going to take this and these are nibblers. These are called nibblers. So the nibblers, I'm going to use to nibble the glass. And I'm going to cut off probably that much for the arm. So you can see how it is now. Oh, that's good. I like that. I love that actually. I'm going to put it here so we can put a collar on. I don't know that I want to make her hat the same color. Decisions. I think I'm going to use glass. Yeah, I'll use this. This is an opalescent glass. I'm going to use that for her hat. We'll use the opalescent for her hat. And we'll give her a brim with this color. Oh, that's a good brim right there. That's a great brim right there. And that would be a great arm too. That can be her arm. This can be her brim. But I want to make them so they don't like match. And make them that they're different colors. So what I'm going to do take my glass that I haven't powdered. Actually, I'm going to use this. This stuff is going to look cool. This yellow, this is going to look magical. So I'm going to start with her dress. And I'm going to go like this. We're going to get, let's give her stripes. 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 And then this powder here, which is kind of more, it's chunky frit. It's not really powder. I'm going to put that on. Put a piece of glue here to hold this. Put that here. I love that. I love that. Now on that, I'm going to take, I have this, which is like a little neon orange. I'm going to take and put up here beside these stripes. These are going to look so cool. These are going to look amazingly cool. A little bit off. And this glass I can break with my fingers. I'm going to push that to separate that. Push that right to the edge. Push that right to the edge. I think what I'm going to do is put these ones right to the edge because I want this part to feel swirly in the middle. And now this sleeve here, let's find a different cool chunky color to put on this sleeve. Oh, that's a cool like a reddish orange. I'm a big believer that witches don't have to just wear black dresses. So this one, I'm gonna take and put, let's put stripes down this way for her arm. Oh, had it and I dropped it. Stripe her arm like that. That's going to look so cute. I'm going to put a little dab of glue here. Dab of glue there. She's stirring her pot. Now I'm going to put more hair on her too. But I want to do something cool with her hat. The hat, I might put dichroic on there. Should I? Maybe another frog? No. Maybe some of this on her hat. Just a little bit on the one side. I have friends coming over today. I'm so excited. I haven't seen them in months. One I haven't seen in a couple of years. Just that little bit. That little bit. That's all we need of that. That's going to look so cool. Okay, now this part of her hat and this part, I'm going to put some glue right here. How we're really, really going to get lovely here is with the hair. So I have witch's hair that I've made in the kiln. That's, well, tangly and that for my witch's hair. And this one. This is going to become witch's hair. Stick with me. I promise it's going to become witch's hair. Set it there so it doesn't get lost. And put my I have a big container that I have made. Here, I'll show you, of witch's hair. It's humongous. Then we pulled that from our vitrograph kiln. And the thing I really love about doing these are so one of a kind. There will never be another one like this in the whole wide world. I couldn't make another one like this. Where's my little cutters? Nippers. You know, I have a little desk and there they are. I closed that drawer. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put glue around her head, because that's where her hair is going to be. Loads of it. She's going to have wild hair. And remember, the glue burns off in the kiln. The dress is going to look so cute. Rachel's obsessed with the dress. And Michelle says, OMG, it's so cute. Thank you. I'm being very naughty and not reading my comments as I should. So this is going to make a good glob of hair. I'm going to put it on this side. I don't want it to get in the way of the bat. That's going to make a really good glob of hair. The straight pieces, I don't like to use them for hair. So this one still has a little bit of a curve to it. So I'll put that one in. That one still has a little bit of a curve to it too. The cool thing with vitrograph is it does get into some cool shapes. See, that just looks too straight. There, got a little curve going. This little part, I'll put that in my straight box. My straight box, I take these little straight pieces. That one's super skinny. This one actually, look, you just bend that and it breaks. I might put some of those there. They're going to be very faint, wispy little hairs. The little curvy one is really the one I'm after here. This guy right here. Look at that little curly peel. That's going to be so cool. We got another a little curly bit here. I'll make that piece going up this way. I'm going to actually attach two of these right into these will look like little strands of hair. That's perfect. That is perfect. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this, put it over the top. And now I'm going to put my final decorations on here, which is going to be under this fire. I'm going to put glue here. And I have some little chunks and hunks that I can put in there of red. Where are you? I'll put some little reds and yellows in there. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to overdo it, because it is easy to overdo. And I want a nice contrast from the cauldron. Oh, I'm going to put some of these little pink chunks in here. I'm going to put some of these little pinks and yellows because when they melt together, they make a really cool shade. These little pink chunks in yellow make almost like a neon, like a fiery color. Let's see if I can find just the right amount. I'm getting them down in here. Here's a little bubble. I'll put a little bubble down in here that escaped from the cauldron. I might have needed more yellow. We'll see when we're done. I got a little bit of yellow powder here. This is a yellow greeny powder. We'll see. We'll see how that looks. Oh, we need her legs. Her legs have to be just right. And her shoes. And I like to use little weird bits that I have for shoes. Those are actually really cute. Those are really cute shoes. I think I'm going to use these. And for the legs, look at that piece of diacrylic. Oops. I made earrings, these diacrylic earrings, and I don't know where the other one of this is. I gotta find somebody who wears one earring and give it to them. I'm just looking for some little plain bits that I have. Oh, this would be fun. Let's put a little eyeball in the soup. I have little eyeballs here that I made up. I gotta make eyeballs again too soon. See, what I need is a studio assistant. I'm so serious. And I don't know how I'm gonna get a studio assistant, because I don't have one in my budget. Lay that eyeball on top of there. I'm looking for something to be legs for her. And I gotta label this eyes, and I gotta make more of them. This will remind me to make more. I have some odd pieces in here. These are all eyes. That might make her legs. I do need to make more eyes. So this, I might just do this for her. Rather than give her legs, I might just have those coming out like her little shoes. I think I'm gonna do that. I usually like to give them stripy legs, but she has a stripy arm. So now down here, I'm going to put glue down around here. And I'm going to put some autumn mix color. To be my grass. Well, to be my feels. I call it harvest mix. I've made it up from a whole bunch of different colors. Yeah, the kiln definitely, ESP says, I love the idea that you start your basic design and somehow the kiln changes it too. Yes, the kiln does magic. The kiln and the glass do all the hard work. I don't do anything here. So this, I like to do this. And look, my little overflow goes right down in. Little overflow goes right in here. And if some goes up there, I'm cool with that. If it goes up too far, I will brush it down with my paintbrush. But see, this is why it's nice to work with your glass up on an elevated piece rather than laying flat. And normally now I would like let this cool, or let this dry. It's not cool, it's not hot. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to brush this down so our kitty cat's clear. The same here. I'm going to brush this off so we see all of our little frog. Brush it down from her skirt, brush it off of her shoe. This one is going to be, she's going to be gorgeous. I'm excited for you to see her. I'm excited to see her. Okay, we're going to need, what else? Oh, I know what else. I have this stuff. I have, actually, I have a cooler color for this particular project. Where is it here? So this is Vitrograph that we made. And it looks like little eyeballs. Look. Can you see the little eyeball in there? Hopefully you can. So this, I'm just going to tuck some of these in here. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Little eyeballs here and there. Who doesn't love little eyeballs in a picture like this? I think this one's done. So now I'm going to take this and put it on my kiln tray, which is sitting right here beside me. You can see how everything is fixed in place. I'm going to put this on the kiln sheet. Gently. Don't want to move anything. Now I have another one. Oh, another one that I did. Look at this glass. Look at that glass. But this one we're going to go a different way. We're going to not do a witch on here. I want to do like a haunted, little haunted, maybe a haunted farm. Because see how this little field here, you got this little, Maybe the haunted barn. I don't know. We need to cut. We need to cut some more wire. You always want to remember to start with your wire. So you need a way to hang these up. Unless you're going to stand them. I do make stands sometimes for my stuff. And stay hydrated as you're doing this. What time is it? I can keep an eye on the clock. Kavita, and something that you can put a lid on. Okay. I think this one's going to be a little ghosties. I think this one's going to be a little cemetery with little ghosties in it. And that cat, we can give that cat scaredy cat eyes. So let's put this is actually Elmer's glue. I buy Elmer's glue by the gallon, and then I decant it into my little workshop size tubes containers. I probably have 24 of these little containers because I used to do workshops here. Okay, so I'm going to use these little guys. They just, the grayness of them, I love. I think they're cool. And they will melt on there perfectly and hold that. So let's start with this kitty cat. Let's find this kitty cat some cute little eyeballs. I'm going to put the glue for the eyes. The kitty cat's going to get little bugged out eyeballs. I want the opaque ones, I think. Oh my gosh, he's going to look so cute. Oh yes, he is going to look cute. He's looking that way. I'm going to make him look this way. If I can. The eyes are a little wonky. He's looking up over his head now. Oh, he's adorable. And with this one, rather than putting the little thin glass on there, I'm going to take this little Uniball marker, because this is on green. It should hopefully show. I'm going to make his little whiskers out of this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I have a tiny little right colored dot for his nose. Oh, this is a cute color. That's a cute color for a nose. I'll stick it in a little bit of glue so it'll hold fast. Let's put it there. Oh my gosh, I love him. He is so beautiful. Okay, so a haunted farm would look something like in the way back, in the way back. Let me see if I can sketch a little silo. And And a creepy little farmhouse. That silo might be big. Open to interpretation. Let's put a little tree up back in here. This stuff, you really don't know how that's gonna look till it comes out. That's just the way it goes. I'm gonna put little bat eyes on here with this. Actually, it just let me move my paint so the yellow will come through from behind. So we don't need to do the bat eyes. Okay, cemetery, little cemetery. I think the cemetery ought to be in here, right? This could be a pumpkin patch. That could be a little pumpkin patch. Do I have little orange dots? I don't, but I have orange powder. We gotta process glass. We haven't processed glass for so long. Like since I was downstairs in that studio. I don't really have little orange dots, so I'll do it. I could put on, I could do this. I could do this. Let's do this. Let's put our little orange dots here. Because this is already green. We'll do them with glue. Make them get bigger as they come closer to us. So there's finally a real big one right here. Let's put a big top here. Okay. This orange is a great color because it's a really good mix. So I'm gonna take and just make my little pumpkins like this. But then I'm gonna put some other colors to them too. But I'm gonna use this one first. And I have green stems I can put around this one. I have some little green chunks that I can put in that will look like stems and leaves. And again, you see why I want to put it up. So I can work under it and then put my powder right back in. I don't like to waste stuff. I've been an artist and a crafter my whole life. And when you pay for your supplies, you don't like to waste them. I'm going to just tap that a little bit. I'm going to tap this one a little bit too. So level that glass out. I was talking with Morton last night in bed. Morton and I have this habit of talking before we go to sleep. And he was saying about how he's just, without feeling good, he's just feeling like he doesn't know what to do. And I think a lot of it comes from just that feeling of like purpose, you know, that feeling like, what am I doing? Because I was talking about what I wanted to do tomorrow because I have friends coming over at 11 today. And I wake up at 5:30. I'm a weirdo. So I woke up this morning and I did all the things I said I wanted to do in like 20 minutes quietly while Morton was sleeping. And I don't want to tell Morton what to do. I want him to do it on his own. Figure it out. I always tell him I don't want to be your mom. But it's hard because sometimes I think people are like a self-starter, or like I prefer it if I don't have any instructions or like any plans. I like plan free. I think things are more fun when you don't really have a set plan. And you don't get like, oh man, that didn't happen. And I think that sometimes though people do best when I like to plan the night before what I'm gonna do that day. I'm just making little puddles of color here. Little puddles of orange pumpkins. Just pushing all this stuff away from the kitty cat. This is gonna be a cute one. Little pumpkin patch. And you don't want it, when you're doing pumpkins, don't just put them in circles. So rare to see a perfect circle for a pumpkin. I love picking out pumpkins though. I love it. I did it with my kids. I did it with my grandkids. I didn't get to do it as a kid. My dad did not do the Halloween thing. We were allowed to trick or treat though, which I was happy about that. But we never decorated for trick or treat or anything. It was funny one year. My little brother and I went trick or treating, and it snowed. It had snowed on Halloween. It was so wild. It felt magical. But we had those, the horrible little, those plastic masks that you couldn't see or breathe when you wore them. They got all hot and sweaty inside. I just took mine off. We were tripping over stuff. Freezing cold. It was a really cold night and snow. The joys of childhood. Most of the time, that was a great year. Most of the time we did not have costume. Most of the time we would wear one of my dad's big flannel shirts and maybe like an old pair of his pants and tie it with a rope. Shove straw in it. We'd be a scarecrow. A scarecrow or a hobo. I think the homemade fun is the best stuff though. I think we're hitting an age and time where we have too many things that distract us from what really is bringing us joy. Distractions can be fun, but they can also just be very time consuming and eat up our energy, I think. I think there's a lot to be said for homemade costumes. Like, look at how popular things like cosplay is. The costume making, I love looking at cosplayers just to see their costumes. Oh my gosh, the imaginations. Once when we lived in Scotland, we went to they called it a fancy dress party, for Halloween. And Morton wore a shirt that he got on his first visit to America. It's like a kind of like a Hawaiian shirt, but it's a seaplane, palm trees and a seaplane. It's really pretty. It's like a silky, nice material. It's over 20 years old now. He still has it. But he wore that. He wore his shorts that he wore on vacation. He wore his sandals with socks, which he always does. And I made him, I made him a giant medallion out of aluminum foil and put it on like a chain that he wore around his neck and had his shirt unbuttoned. And he called himself the Tacky Tourist. And I felt so horrible. That party, there was this lovely couple. They made these matching spider costumes that were so cool. Like all their legs moved together. It was real. Their costumes were impeccable. And Morton's Tacky Tourist won the prize. I think the prize was 100 pounds. And I said to Morton, you really should give it to them because their costume's so much better. And Morton's like, no, I'm not giving it to them. He was pleased. I know they had to be disappointed because boy, oh boy, did they put the work into it. That was our first Halloween together. If I would have known Morton better at that point, I would have insisted on him turning the prize over. That was like the artist and creator in me. Like, you just wore your regular tourist outfit. That's not really a costume. The only thing different from what he had worn when we went on holiday was he had that fake medallion on. Everything else was the same. Oh, I hear him. He must have heard me talking about him. I like to use the edge of this then. See how it pulls in and really defines our little pumpkins. I want to turn them into perfect little circles there. I don't mean perfect little circles. I mean little definite shapes. And I want to put a little flat edge on their bottoms because they're sitting in a field. And that's gonna be hidden too with other stuff. Okay. All right, now I have another color. Where is it? This color, this color, this color. And some of these are gosh, I didn't mean for that to happen. I always feel like I'm playing Operation right now. I'm putting more glue on top to really just hold that powder in place. The glue burns away in the kiln. And there are people that will comment on here like, you're using too much glue, you should just use aloe vera, I use hairspray. Everybody does stuff different ways. If you're on social media and you have people like telling you you're doing stuff the wrong way, that's cool. They can do it whatever way they want to. So if you think it's too much glue or you don't do it this way, I'm so good with that. You actually do whatever makes you happy. So this, I'm gonna just plop one little bit of that color. One little bit of that color. The bigger ones, I might put 2 little bits of the color. And I have some of the color that's like a clear, like a creamy color. That's gonna look really good there too. Okay, now I'm gonna take, I have pure orange. I mean pure orange glass strip. I'm just gonna use this from my little cup here. And this is gonna be my highlight. My highlight for my pumpkin. This guy I'm going to give, I want to put it on like a little line, like a little ridge, you see. I'm going to put this one on like a little ridge over here. Not the whole thing. I'm painting with glass right now is what I'm doing. That's what, oh, there's way more glass. I'm really painting with that glass. A whole lot more than I counted on. So, all right, I'll tuck it over there. I'm gonna go sparser for this. One little. And they look like they have blobbed together. They haven't. Just a little sprinkle of the orange. Little. Good morning. I'm doing a YouTube, yeah. Okay, now I like working back in the cemetery studio. I can hear what's happening in the church, but Morton can't hear me back here. He didn't know I was sitting in here chitty-chatting with you. Okay. And don't worry, I know it looks like it's funky up there. It's gonna be magical. Pour this back in here. Back in the drawer. And now for stems for this, I have some really cool vitrograph for this. Where'd my green one go? Oh, there it is on the floor. So I have these green, beautiful, beautiful pieces that are too big. Whenever we pull vitrograph, I always say to Morton, little. Morton wants to make them big. But these little pieces will work beautifully for our stems. So we're going to put this guy in here. I can use this now to grab some glue. And we're making all kinds of stems. I'm really looking for pieces that have a bit of a curve to them, like this. That's what I want. Curly Q pieces. Curly Q pieces. And I'm using this to go through my stuff. because it is sharp. Look at that, that cool green piece. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see how cool that piece is. That's a beautiful piece. So as this goes and grows, like that guy here, that guy needs to go up here. He needs to be down here. That one needs to come down in here. That's perfect for there. I'm not going to overdo it on those because we want a statement. We don't want to go crazy here. Now I have these little skinny pieces of green here. I'm going to take and I'm going to put these in like my little leaves. And remember, it's already, this pumpkin patch is already green background. So I don't have to overdo these either. I just want some leaves. These will melt and become gorgeous. Again, as I'm going crazy, I say, I don't want to go crazy. And then I do. So I'm going to stop myself there. See if I have any other. I have some littler bits. Some littler dinky bits. I'm just going to put some little dinky chunks in. Little skinny ones. I'm just going to make little curly Q feels. It's like when you're painting a picture, it's like, when do I stop? That's what I do anyway. Okay, now in here, in this patch, so we got a little pumpkin patch. I'm thinking about maybe putting some stones in for cemetery. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to lay these here and see what they look like. I don't know. I don't like them. I think they're too. I think I need to put my cemetery stones. I don't know that I want to put them on there, truthfully. You might want to put some, like a weirdo, some weird shaped plant growing up in here. Oh my gosh, it's so thin it won't cut. Okay. Okay, so down here there for the closer ones. Maybe I should make this. Before I'm gluing, I'm thinking about this. And thanks, Sheila says it's looking amazing. Good morning. I kind of want to make this like a weird little plant by here. Maybe. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do this. Because these might end up looking like little ghosties coming out of here. Ghost crop. Yeah. Yep. It's a ghost crop. It's a ghost crop. Oh, I always forget to open it. It's force of habit. I just close it every time. I'm gonna take and put some more of these little ghost crops in here. Almost look like maybe little corn stalks, I should say. I like art too sometimes where people say, what is that? That's good for witch's hair. I'm not going to use that one. Oh, that one's ghosty and little. And there's a nice straight piece. Very nice straight pieces. This is what I need in my life. I need somebody to do all the cleaning and cooking. I know you think it's Morton. Oh. But I mean, I need Morton's help too, doing my business. And I need a couple studio helpers. I don't think I need one. I think I need many studio helpers. Because like processing this stuff, it takes ages, as you can see. I'm going to make that piece lower down there. I love that. I love that. That's looking so cool. Again, another nice straight piece from my straights. This little wispy piece can go up here. Nope. Let's put that little wispy piece up there. Oh, I have a drink, but thank you. Martin brought me a drink and my vitamins.
I just realised what's also missing for Canada.
What?
The bottle of tomato ketchup. So the HP and the tomato ketchup.
Did you give them to Jeremy?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are they in the? They were in the box that was in the back.
Unless we took them, didn't we, Jimmy's that night we had dinner.
Here, let me see that water. We didn't take them down to Jimmy's, did we?
Don't know. And the box it was where, did you say?
And that was in the cold box of the eggs and the cheese and stuff.
Yeah, and I emptied it out and I don't know what I've done there.
Did you look on the shelf in the fridge? I mean, on the door?
I've looked everywhere and I mustn't be seeing it for looking at it.
I thought I saw them here in home.
They are here, but I don't know what I've done there.
Morton's lost his HP sauce from Canada. I'm gonna see. I don't want to get it too busy, but I just love how these look. That one's gonna stay there. I love that. That one was good, which is her. Ah, I love this. I love this so much because as I pull this glass, I think that glass is so gorgeous and this should really highlight it well. Yay. Yay. The pumpkins and the cat and the cornfield. I have some little pumpkins. I'm going to do them, then I'm going to jump off. My, I'll show you here my kiln tray is looking great. I love her. I love that. I love that. I love him. We have room on here for a couple more pumpkins. I have a 14-inch kiln tray. And I do have space for a couple more little pumpkins. So we'll do a couple more little pumpkins. I have somebody who I taught them how to do fused glass. And everybody to their own. Everybody to their own. This person goes out and buys a $5,000 brand new huge kiln. Spent so much money. Oh my gosh. It was frightening. And like, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years went by, maybe not even that many. And she contacts me and she's like, hey, do you want to buy this? I have all this stuff and I just don't use it. I've only used it twice. So if you're interested in doing this, do it a couple times. Make sure you like it. Look for a used kiln. Like, I don't know what anybody's budget's like. I know what my budget's like. And, yeah, I'm going to make some tiny little, froggy things. But, think about things like that before you make big, giant purchases of stuff. Go take a workshop. Do a workshop. I'm going to make some little... pendants. I love breaking glass. I love cutting glass. It's very satisfying. Okay. These. These are going to be adorable. These are going to be really fun. And these are going to be a quick little treat. So I'm going to just, on two edges of this, put that. That's going to look super cool. Super cool. Put something on here that won't stick. Hey, honey. Make a bigger piece of glass. I have a plan. Don't worry, I have a plan. So here, I'll pull this back a little bit right to the edge. Right to the edge. And this little frog, it's kiln shelf paper that I've painted with green glass paint. And the glass paint is ground glass. So it's a little green frog that I painted with glass. Actually, I want them like this. And then that's going to be the cap. That's going to go in the kiln like that. I'm going to do some on some different colors. This harvest mix that I have, I love it. The next time I make up a bunch of batches of this, I'm going to offer it for sale to other glass people. It looks so good, this harvest mix. It has the coolest colors in it. Little froggy. He looks like he's maybe giving us the finger. And I'm just doing a rough cut for the glass I put above. It's not perfect. It melts down over the edge. Little dot on there, that burns off in the kiln. I'm going to put this straight edge up there. Am I? No. Put that edge up there. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. These ones are going to be little sun catchers. Or little sun catchers, or little gonna put one on here. This is all these layers of glass here. These are layers and layers of glass here. This one's gonna look cool. I got an idea for this one. I got a good idea for this one. This little arm's bent. He's gonna make a super cool sun catcher. That one. Eye of Newt. This one, I'm gonna put a little stick. He's on a little stick there. We'll give this stick a little branch down here. Something across the top. More glue. More glue. I'm gonna make a little stick come down here. Across the top. Onto the kiln. Onto the shelf. And I'm going to do some of these that they're just really plain because I'll use them in other pieces then. Right. is it?
The pink MBTs that are lacquer.
Yes, please, thank you. So I'm not tempted to wear them again.
I thought the bottles might have been at the door there with stuff that we brought back, but they're no. I must have sat them somewhere really stupid, because there's the two bottles. You remember we had the...
They weren't in the bag that you handed to Jeremy, was it?
No. I kept them because it was the HP in the sauce. Because I specifically bought the HP for myself from them.
Yeah. That's so odd.
Either that, is this, the fridge is like weird now with the stuff that we put in with the thing. I need to empty it out. It's maybe something stupid or not.
I was pretty sure that I saw them in the fridge, honey.
Yeah, they probably are. I'm not looking at.
It's painted. His little hand sticking out. Nothing can stick out, or they won't work. I'll just use that as a big hunk. Oh goodness. I really gotta stop. Clear off the forest table because the ladies coming over today are all bringing food along. They're coming over at 11. We're gonna have lunch and visit. You see, the glass can overhang. It's totally fine. Totally fine. That's all my little frogs done. I'm gonna mark this frogs though and put it in there so I remember to do frogs. I always have stuff I have to do. Needy. Okay. Oh, I know what I totally forgot to do. What I got everything out to do, and then I forgot to do it. Let me clear this table, make some space. I'm gonna put my little pumpkin-y things that I'm working on in here. I'm gonna put my gloves on for this. This is where you can get hurt. Colors away. my motto in the studio is keep it tidy. It's my, it really is my motto, and I love doing things like that. If you don't keep it tidy, you're in so much trouble. Pumpkins for days. Yes, Sheila's organizing her studio too. Yep, little froggies. And look, you know, I told you what my motto is. Look, it is my motto. These, I had these all over the studio. Keep it tidy, thank you. And this is all my glass, I can just put right in here. Because this thing, I just clean like every so often. Okay, and I have this piece over here. This is a good color for my pumpkins. So while I have that here, I'm going to go ahead and just there. Now I have a whole bunch of pumpkin stuff ready to go. But now for my, that's my paintbrush for my paint. But what I have to do now is get my little, sorry, I'm organizing this bit over here. It bugs me if it's not. It really, 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 really does. Oh, and these little bits here. This one I forgot. These little bits here I'm going to put into this. And then this has powder and stuff on it. And I'm just going to put down into my Morton thing. Okay, now the main thing I was going to work on is this. This is a piece that I fused together, and I had it hung up. It makes a beautiful sound, but it's just, something's compelling me to cut it. Cut it up and turn it into things. And you have to, I'm a big believer, you have to listen to your art. If your gut's telling you something, do it. And don't ever put string like this into the garbage, because animals can get tied up in it. I always dispose of that stuff carefully. So this is a piece that I fused from Vitrograph. I love it, but I'm going to break it up. How I'm going to break it up is going to be weird. So here's a little warning. If you don't like noise, don't watch this. This is the textured surface size. This is the back side that's smoother. It's not all the way smooth, but I'm going to put it on here. And I have an idea for turning these into like little pumpkin people. So I'm going to, let's just start right here. You got to start somewhere. I'm going to put my other glove on. These are leather gloves. Normally I wouldn't stop cutting, but then I thought about shards. And I have a feeling this isn't going to break easy. I have a feeling. I could be wrong. I'm going to make sure my glasses are pushed all the way back. here we go. Oh, it's breaking. That part's breaking right there. I gotta tap. Oh, this is precarious. I'm gonna try this. No. No, just no. I have somewhere I have a pillowcase that I put stuff into that I want to break. I'm putting some more score lines on. Kind of want to think of it like a pizza. One of these lines are going to do it. We don't know which yet. So many lines now. I kind of want to turn it upside down and push on it. I'm gonna. This is how I break out a circle. I have a little button somewhere. I put underneath. I don't know where my button is. I'm going to use this lid. Nope, that's not going to do it. Dang it. When I tell people this glass, when you fuse glass, it's super sturdy, I think sometimes people don't believe me. Fused glass is very, 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 very sturdy. Very sturdy. Very, very sturdy. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to tap the bottom. I'm just going to tap the bottom. Do you hear the different noise now? It doesn't have that pretty noise anymore because it has the stress cracks in it. Oh, that's going to make bond bark. That is going to make our bomb bark. I better not do that. Trying to think about a safe way to get this to kick for me. That's a little rock I got in Scotland. A million years ago. Oh, let's try our running prop. Let's try the running pliers. Running pliers might do this. Maybe. No. Oh my gosh. Squeezing as hard as I can and it's not working. Oh, I heard a noise. Honey.
Whoa.
I'm breaking this apart. Trying to. I don't have having a tough time at it.
Just whack it with a hammer in the middle.
I want to put it in a pillowcase or something. That wants to break. Oh, never mind, never mind. Got it. That's all I needed. That is all I needed. I just needed that first piece to go. I got it now, babe. Thanks.
Why did you break it off?
Because it wasn't going to do what I wanted it to do. And I'm going to turn this into like pumpkin scenes. Looky. Like he's going to be a pumpkin man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is just what I wanted. This is just what I want to
Do you
look
want
like.
scrabble egg?
Oh, what time is it? 9:41. No, they're gonna be here at 11. I'll eat when they get here. Well, there'll be a lot of food here.
I need something now.
Yeah, get something to eat. I'm gonna keep him like that. I love him like that. He's a base. He's getting added too. But he's the coolest thing ever. This is gonna be awesome. Now this piece should maybe down in here. That one won't squeeze it all. Did you ever think fused glass was this tough? I mean, seriously, did you ever think it would be this hard to break glass? My gosh, that won't break at all. I have to do this, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna break now. I just heard the sound change. Come on, you. It's just because I didn't make that run the whole way. Let me score a little bit more. You shouldn't do this. We're doing this. So. Come on, you little monster. Come on. I feel like this piece will go the easiest. Oh, yay. Follow your instincts. Follow your instincts. Come on, you. I got so many score lines down there. That's going to be a mess. Oh. Oh, that's going to be so cool. I love this so much already. Just, yeah. Now I wanna make more. Oh, he's gorgeous too. And these lines go away when I fuse them again. Here's a cool piece of green. Put that over here to use. This is our last piece. Wait, where's my score lines? There's one. Oh, that one is gonna be super cool. That one's gonna be super cool. Score line. There's one. piece is thick. So thick. I'm gonna tap it from the bottom. Come on, you. Let's see what it looks like. That one's wanting to stay together. I'm gonna keep this one together. These little pumpkins are gonna look at each other. Listen to your art. Listen to your art. Lottie dottie dottie dottie. Listen to your art. I'm going to do a test on this one. These are gonna be flipping awesome, and I think these I'm gonna give to Halloween presents to members of my family. This piece is super special. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on TikTok or on YouTube. I haven't done a YouTube giveaway yet because YouTubes go on for ages and ages. And I don't want to have somebody feeling disappointed because it's like, oh, the contest is over. But I guess I could make a TikTok or a YouTube where I say, you have to enter by such and such a time. I could do that. Okay. I'm going to take the, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find googly eyes for him. I'm going to find little weirdo eyes for him. He's getting little weirdo eyes. Little weirdo eyes for this pumpkin. This one. And this one. They don't match on purpose. Okay, so now, you know, I have this fish that I made that I could have a pumpkin fish. I'm not going to do that. His little mouth. This is black paint that's probably dried up. We'll see. No, still has a little life to it. This is aloe and powder. Morton says a pumpkin has to have a nose. I'm going to give him a little odd-shaped nose. And let's give him a silly smile. A little silly, sweet smile. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's sunshiny here. Sheila just asked if it was raining. It's sunshiny here. This little thing here, I'm going to put two little eyes on it if I can. And a little mouth. He has a little ghost friend there. Okay. Now on this one, this one because I don't want to hide. I don't want to hide. I want to have a hanger on here because he's going to hang on a window or something. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take a piece of clear glass. Crash, bam, boom. And let me set this up here. I'm going to put this down here. Oh, this is going to be so cool. This is going to be so cute. Okay. I'm going to take just a little bit of this orange that I have. This orange, orange, orange. I just want to put it around. I just want to put more of it around here. So we have no qualms about it that this is our pumpkin. And then we're going to have room up there for a little stem. That's our little pumpkin head. And again, do this little trick I taught you. Put him out over the edge. We only have one color here to contend with, and it's starting to slide off. That's fine. I know we covered his mouth, that's okay. We're gonna move that. I like to keep this clean and dry. It's actually a really nice liner brush that I have. Who made this? No, it's a Pro Art. They're kind of expensive. They're not real expensive. So this piece I need to put some glue on here. Just do that. Put that up there. I know I have this stuff going everywhere. It's okay. So right above his eye. Beside his eye. And then up here on the top, I'm going to put my little hanger. I've done this weirdo little hanger that I'm going to use up here. I'm going to use that up here. It'll stick out. It'll work. I made it for something and now I know what. When I made it, I didn't work for what I wanted to put on it. But I'm going to put green stem and curlicue up here. So that will work just great for that piece. I'm going to find a big, there's a big chunky stem there. And He's down below that. Make sure he's sitting down underneath there. Chunky piece for his stem. I have a big flat piece here that I really like the looks of. I'm going to put this up here. That's funny, it fell right into my spoon, that piece. Oh, I just saw a cute little piece down in here. That little piece is super cute. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna make him have little green legs. I don't think I'm gonna make him have little green legs. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I was gonna give him little green legs, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna put some of these little weirdo bits down here. That one. Some other little, oh, this guy. This little stripy bit right down here. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Look at that. That little guy right down there at the bottom. Can you see it? That's going to be incredible. I love that. I love him. He's stunning, this little man. Gotta get the orange off of his eyeball. He's gonna look so cute. I have a bunch of friends coming for Halloween. We're going to, my sister's coming, my friend Ryan's coming, some of their family members are coming, and we're going to go to Sleepy Hollow in New York. So I think this is going to be the present that I give them, because they're coming in September. So that'll be really fun, because then they can use them for Halloween. And even though they won't all match, we'll all like have the same, we'll have the same little Halloween vibe happening. Little orange dot on my finger. This guy is beautiful. I love him. I gotta make more eyeballs to do the others, because I love the googly eyes on him. He's done. This is his wonderful thing. And I have some more. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I've been sitting way too long. Put this on my kiln shelf. He is going to be incredible. He might be the best thing that I made today. Getting him on the kiln shelf is the trick. Why are you leaning? No, I should have left them dry. I'm impatient. I think I'm gonna let my kiln shelf sit here right now to dry. So I don't have anything moving on the way to the kiln, because the kiln is far, far away. I need one more green piece for up at the top. I'll show you here. One more green piece. Maybe this one. Yeah. I'm gonna let all this dry before I take it out to the kiln, and then I gotta move everything here so I can get out of the cemetery. It's 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness. I have been live for ages on YouTube. Hello and good morning. I hope you're ready to have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday, or whatever day of the week it is that you're watching this. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration. Look, all of this, there was zero pattern, zero plan. Trust your art process. Just go with it. I don't like making two things alike. These things are all going to be so unique and different. When they come out, I will show you. I'll do a what's in the kiln for YouTube. I have not done that yet. But have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. And let me know what you think. Which one do you think? Let me flip you around here. Got the hiccups. Oops. It says turn your camera this way. So we have the witch with the cauldron. We have the pumpkin field, the haunted barn, pumpkin field, and the cat. We have the witch flying witch. We have a big pumpkin, and we have a pumpkin man, and then we have all kinds of little froggies. Comment and tell me which one you think is going to come out the cutest, and I will show you. And get ready to have a beautiful day. It's going to be gorgeous. The wonderful thing is we're breathing. Celebrate that. Bye for now.